Hi, my name is Pastor Nate Walther.
And I'm his wife, Heather Walther.
And we are the couple newly assigned to serve our new mission here in Minot, North Dakota, Grace Lutheran. Right now you're sitting in the middle of our ministry center, and if you go about 10 feet that way, you'll hit our living room. So we're starting from some pretty humble origins, just like many missions do. We have a core group of about 20 or 25 people. Yeah, and we're very excited to see where Grace can grow in this community. If you don't know anything about Minot, it's a very interesting town. You've probably heard about the oil boom in North Dakota. We're not in the middle of that, but we're kind of on the edge of that, and we're the largest city nearby. So Minot is really where a lot of infrastructure is coming in and where a lot of companies are moving in. So there's been tremendous growth here. We've grown about 10,000 people in the last 3 years. We're at 50,000 now, and we're looking to grow 3,000 people per year for the immediate future. So the growth just has no end in sight, so we're excited to be here also as a growing congregation. Another interesting thing along with that growth, despite the number of people moving in, unemployment still remains the lowest in the country here than anywhere else. I think we're hovering about 2.3%. So it's a kind of interesting dynamic that you have so many people moving in for jobs, and yet because so many people are moving in, the infrastructure can't keep up with it, and it in turn creates more jobs. And along with that, it creates some very unique needs for this community.
Absolutely. Some of the needs that we have, especially with young families moving in, it's a lot of young families moving into Minot. They're looking for both of them to be working and looking for childcare opportunities. And all of the childcare facilities in town have waiting lists 4 or 5 pages long, because all of these families want to be working, want to be out in the community. And another need that is here is building relationships.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially with the long winters we have in North Dakota, to build those relationships, to be out and about and meeting new people. And both of those needs are something that I think that we can fill here in Minot.
For sure. We're incredibly passionate, as you can imagine, a new church, passionate about God's Word, passionate about what Christ has done for us. That's our priority, but we realize that if we want to share that with people who are moving into town, new here, really the only way we can do that is if we find some way to build a relationship with them. So we've been looking around seeing how we can do that in this town, and there's really one ministry that just popped out at us, and we thought we've got to get into this because this is a key way that we can meet people, build relationships, and share the gospel with them.
And we're looking at starting an early childhood center. As we said, childcare is a huge need in Minot and something that we can do and we can do well, and is an excellent way to serve a need that's in the community and to build those relationships, to have daily contact with those parents, and to become a place for them to meet new people and to have a safe, comforting place for their children to go.
Yeah. It's at a time in people's life where very often they have young kids. That's when they start thinking about religion again. That's where they start coming back to the church. So if we're a place where they're already bringing their kids, it's sort of a natural connection for us to take it to the next level and say, hey, we're teaching your kids about God, but we want to make sure you're getting some of that too, and figuring out what they're learning and figuring out how you can instruct them and how you can keep teaching them even once they leave our place here. So we're very excited about this. It's really a unique situation because what we're looking at is really hasn't been done before. It's sort of a new ministry paradigm. Usually you have the church first and then you think about growing the early childhood center or the school, starting that, but we're sort of flipping that around, putting the cart before the horse, and yeah, we're thinking this is a huge need now. Let's start an early child care center and let's see if we can grow a church from there. So we're very excited about that, and if you're wondering how you can help out with this ministry, there are a couple of things that we'd just like to share with you today. One, if the Lord moves you to support us with your offerings, or even if you would consider a special gift to us, that's tremendous. Every little bit that we receive helps us in partnership to grow an early child care center here. Another thing, if you know anyone in North Dakota, either in the oil fields or in Minot especially, definitely give us their contact information. Help us get a hold of them. Again, we realize the best way that we can connect with people is through relationships that people already have. And
last of all, please keep us in your prayers. Those prayers mean a lot to us, and we know that it's something that we believe God wants to happen here, and your prayers are absolutely wonderful and needed. Well, thank you very much for your time. Yes, if you're at all curious about more of what's going on here, we realize this is a short video. By all means, get a hold of us. We would love to fill you in. If you want to come up here, we'll share with you our opportunity. We'll show you around town, and we'll probably put you to work as well.
But as you can tell, we're very excited about this. We're excited to be sharing this with you, to have your partnership, and yeah.
And check us out at graceminot.com.
Definitely. Lord bless your week.